You know the rules, and so do I.
What's going on, guys? The My Hero Academia One's Justice 2 video I uploaded yesterday was an off-screen gameplay video, of course, but thanks to the homie Big Smoke, aka Gran Torino, he was able to analyze the entire video and diagnose it and tell me everything that he caught on to, and I was able to write it down and let the people know what's going on in this video. Now, with these gameplay mechanics and these updates with these characters, guys, One's Justice 2 is looking really clean, and I cannot stress that enough. So let's go ahead and dive into the video. 10 likes, turn on the bell for more notifications, and let's go ahead and get into it. So guys, on One's Justice, you remember when you hit an opponent in the armor move, it's like a freezing mechanic that, is slowed down and it allows the person who's doing the armor move to continue and you get hit. Well, that does not happen anymore. One's Justice 2 allows you to actually hit your opponent while they're still doing their armor move. And a good example would be Momo's copter. Her copter now is actually faster and it doesn't lock you in place, and it actually shortens the combo time a lot, which it'll speed the game up, and this makes the armor moves actually more interesting. Another two examples will be All Might. All Might's armor move, where he punches you really fast and you get slowed down if you try to hit him, but he still connects. That still speeds up for him. But the only one I can actually complain about is All For One users, because it kind of screws with him a bit, because you're able to charge up his quirk while you're doing his armored move. So I don't know if you'll be able to connect anything after that. Another problem that we had was wall splatting in One's Justice 1. Whenever you hit an enemy that was splatted, it froze everything, did that close-up cinematic, and it just only slowed down. Now on One's Justice 2, it only slows down your enemy and you don't get slowed down. So what does that mean? It means when you hit your opponent, because every time you get a wall splat and you hit your opponent, they're going to bring out their assist. So every time it does that slow freezing animation, your assist was able to hit you and you're not able to do nothing. But now, since you're not slowed down, it gives you an opportunity to continue your string of combos, and that's pretty interesting, to say the least, in my opinion. Another thing that's actually in here is air dodge, guys. Air dodge is now a thing as well, as you saw on the Ninja Day and Tamagi skin. Mirio's air dodging. Now, the very cool thing about air dodging is, on One's Justice 1, there were some characters that could do a side switch, and I'm going to use base Deku for example. You know how characters would use, the two lights into the armored move, and they would dash cancel to a flip, and they would jump on the other side, and then do the same thing and rinse and repeat. Well, it's kind of like that, but since dash canceling is a thing now, it's a valuable resource that gives you a free extension. But without it, it was harder to extend combos. You would have to rely on assist or wall splats or wall bounces. This is just speculation as well, so I'm not saying if you try to side switch, you can easily air dodge and get out of it. But if you side switch, you can air dodge and then dash cancel, and it's giving you another extension. But this is just speculation, hasn't been tested out yet, but if you think about it, that could be a possible thing. Another thing that's actually interesting is you saw Ida do his level 1 as an assist, and it seems like when you do the assist level 1, the cooldown does not change either way. Ida was still halfway when he did his assist, and the bar didn't even do anything. There's also a new guard, air guard. If you block mid-air, you do a little animation, but it's kind of curious if you get hit by a just guard, can you roll out of it instead of, because on One's Justice 1, when you flash guard in mid-air, you can either A, hit your opponent really quick, or B, flash guard and still get hit. So it makes me wonder, if you flash guard, can you roll out of it? And that will be a great feature, especially for characters like Gran Torino. So that's the gameplay mechanics of what I feel like has been shown in this video. So let's go ahead and get into character updates. First character we're going to talk about is Momo herself. Momo users, please listen out for this. So Momo, the time on her flashbangs have been heavily reduced. I know, guys, this flashbangs do not stun you like they do in One's Justice 1. Now, as you saw earlier, you can now charge up her cannon and hold on to it like you was able to do with Deku's quirk with the flick. You can now charge up and hold up Momo's cannon. Now, what does that mean? Does that necessarily mean a nerf? My opinion, No, but yes. Now it has become a charge quirk, but that also means you can store the cannon and hold on to it, which will actually be good for, you know, easy guard breaks, and you can apply pressure with Momo. So of course you can do combos with your assist, and of course if your opponent is blocking the assist, you can just let go of the cannon whenever. So it's a yes and no when it comes to that feature, what they did for Momo. Another thing is we're gonna head back to her armor move. Now, like I mentioned earlier, there's no more freezing during the armor move when, you know, it just held enemies in place. This is actually the new non-freezing mechanic that they added in the game. So on One's Justice, if you would do Momo's copter at the top of the map, you would keep the enemy high inside the attack. But now that we don't have the freezing mechanic anymore, the enemy will get thrown upwards and just fall while you're still hitting them on the way up and down because you're not floating anymore. So that's another interesting thing that I'm glad they added. But another thing with Momo's cannons as well, if you see here, Todoroki fired, you know, his fireball at Momo's cannon, but it hit the cannon and not the flashbang. So it's like, does the cannon stop attacks now? Is the cannon an actual thing that Momo brings out that can actually be, you know, blocked? For example, does the cannon, you know, block Toga's knives, Deku's flick, and etc. So that's another interesting thing that Momo. So Momo users, let me know how you feel about Momo's update. Are you satisfied with how they did her? So let me know about that as well. So we're gonna move on to Todoroki. God, now this dude here is Todoroki. So whenever he lands a red attack, there's also a new particle effect. As you can see, when he hits Momo with the fireball, it shows up again. So that's kind of interesting to see that they're adding new effects to Todoroki's hitboxes and whatnot. But that drops the combo, so it's a iffy when it comes to that. But the fact that he can jump in any direction and maybe at any time off, you know, his ice slide is kind of ridiculous. Like, Todoroki players are now about to be all over the place when it comes to this. His armor move has sped up, definitely. As you can see right here, his armor move has definitely sped up. And it seems like he's more combo dependent. Like, you're about to do a lot of strings when it comes to Todoroki now that he's sped up and you can jump out of his combos and just be all over the place, you know, since his movements by themselves didn't do much. But it seems like even if his fireball has less lag, it can act out faster, because it seems like his fireball comes out faster now. So that's another improvement that he added to Todoroki. I don't know if his level 1 or level 2 has changed and didn't show anything, but gameplay wise, Todoroki has been upgraded, which is for them Todoroki players. Now, this is what I wasn't hoping for, but let's go to base Deku. Deku players out there, let me tell you what you got. So this is just speculation, but Deku's flick seems like it's become faster and it tracks you more. So it's been speculation that he may have lost the ability to charge his flick now that, you know, his flick is more faster and it tracks better compared to the ones like on One's Justice 1 when he was able to charge it. So it could be weaker than the charge ones but stronger than the normal ones. So that could be an iffy thing about Deku. Now this is what I really like here. You can see right here, as soon as Deku runs out of his boost, he pulls a dinky, he fries out, and he sits there, and that leaves him wide open. I am so happy about that. They actually gave him a repercussion about that. So it makes me wonder if Deku players are going to be relying on his level 1 now, or are they going to be using it more often now that he leaves him wide open. So that's a pretty cool thing. His red his red attack is also nerfed, but it seems like it's faster. So it doesn't have much range like it did on One's Justice 1 compared to what it does on 2. So it's going to be very situational on how you do it, because, you know, people be mid-screen, well, not mid-screen, but they kind of be in front of your face and they do the red attack and it kind of reaches and just snatches you. So that's a thing. Now, but with this picture right here, you can still see that Deku's damage output is still high, sadly, but he's still not a worthless character. So people could still use him. This picture right here is actually from him just doing his plus ultra 1. Just no combo, no extender, just look you dead in your face and still do it. So the damage is still out there, guys. Another thing that's been pretty cool to actually pay attention to is that the damage Deku receives from attacking when he's in his boost, you can now notice it. So they're actually doing some stuff to Deku, and I'm happy about it, but like I said, I still want to see how the full combo damage output is still for him. The only thing we get is that he fries out and the damage he takes is now noticeable. So it's an iffy thing when it comes to that. Other than that, there's nothing new. The cooldown rates seem the same with the assist. Kirishima seems to have the same cooldown rate as Dabi. Kirishima assist is now longer, but it's actually, the damage doesn't do much. So his assist has been nerfed. Other than that, there's nothing new. There's a picture, as you can see this picture right here. Actually, I'll just take you to the video. Mirio attacks all for one during his armor move, and as you can see, they clash, but the armor move still hits, you know, Mirio. Now, if this was One's Justice 1, that wouldn't even happen. There would have been no clash. Mirio would have just got hit by it fully. So you can see the little difference when it comes to hitting armor move, which I'm excited about. So guys, with that being said, are you hyped to see these features that have been implemented in the game? These new gameplay mechanics, the new air dodge feature, the new stuff that you can do with Deku, Todoroki, Momo. And the most thing that's getting me hyped is the fact that you can plus Ultra 1 with your assist. That's going to change the meta with the entire game in like extensions just in general. Like, you could probably do an extension with an assist and then do the plus ultra with the assist and then do the other plus ultra with your other assist and then do your plus ultra, and that's just great. Like, oh my god, it's so like creative to know what you're going to be able to do with all that. So with that being said, guys, please let me know in the comment section below, are you hyper and, you know, just excited to see that they're actually taking their time to implement all this stuff in One's Justice 2? That being said, Momo users, let me know how you feel. Todoroki users, let me know how you feel. Base Deku users, let me know how you feel. I want to see the comments. I want to see how you guys feel about these 3 characters that have been changed in this video. That being said, love you guys. Once again, thank you, Gran Torino. Thank you, Dirt. Thank you so much for all this. That being said, love you guys. Let me know in the comment section below if you want to share this video. For anybody who's doubting One's Justice 2, I'm pretty sure you're still going to have doubt and that you don't want to get it, and that's completely understanding. I understand that, but I just hope that seeing these new gameplay mechanics, it gives you a little light and a little iffy to see if the game's okay. So that being said, we still got to see other character updates such as Aizawa, Ochako, Tsu, Jiro, Kirishima, Denki, and I can't wait to see what they do with them characters as well. That being said, guys, be sure to share this video, retweet it, like it, show everybody else. Love you, and I will see you guys on the next hero video.